Hey, Jordan, you got 3 linemen here for you guys. Is that pretty much a sign of how Coach Stoops wants to build this team and build this program kind of from the inside out?
I feel like that is the case. I mean, I feel like every team has to be centered around the offensive and defensive line. If those 2 positions aren't successful, then the team is going to most likely not be successful.
Jordan, here in the front. What's success for Kentucky this year? Last year you guys were competitive in most of your games, except maybe Alabama. You did well. You had Mississippi State. What should we think of as a success as we head into this year?
I feel like a success for our team is going to a bowl game. That's my personal goal as a team for us. And so I'm going to work my butt off trying to get us to a bowl game. And so that will be a success for us, yes.
How you doing? What's the matchup you're most looking forward to? Is there any particular date on the calendar that you have circled off? Obviously, the first game,
right.
But
I mean, I'd have to say that. I mean, it doesn't really matter what the next game is. If we don't win that game, it doesn't matter. So the next game is the most important for me.
I'm not sure a lot of the other people in SEC country maybe understand the magnitude of the Louisville rivalry. What does that mean in the Bluegrass State?
I mean, it's honestly probably the biggest rivalry I've come in contact with. And so it's honestly, as a fan, it's hatred between the two. And between me, it's cordial, but I really, really would like to beat them as I would like to beat any other team. So.
What has the quarterback battle been like so far this offseason for Kentucky?
I feel like having 4 quarterbacks that are in the running is actually kind of beneficial because, say, one quarterback already had the job, he might have the chance to slack off. And so because there's 4 fighting for it, each of them has been working their butt off trying to make sure that they are the starter. So it's kind of a good thing.
Jordan, specifically with the quarterbacks, what have you seen from Drew? How has he adjusted to college life enrolling in January? And, what steps has he taken to be more of a leader, this summer, even though he is just a freshman?
Right. I feel like he has progressed, definitely. I mean, it's definitely a difficult transition from high school to college, especially if you leave early. And I feel like he's handled it well. He performs at a high level, and he has a very good arm. But I think it's a competition between all 4. It's no one in particular.
The 2 players that have come with you, Alvin Dupree and Zadarius Smith, you probably see a lot of them, probably playing in practice against them a lot. So just how are they, and has this particular experience brought you guys even closer?
Yes, I mean, we get to hang out a bunch because of this. So we've had suit fittings and stuff like that. And it's good to be outside of football with them and not just focusing on lifting weights and practicing. So it's good to get to bond with them because I'd say Bud and I were pretty good friends before this, and we've just gotten better. And Zadarius and I have bonded more than we have for this.
Jordan, you lose Rumpf and Johnson in the center there on that defensive line, and a defense that averaged was 12th in the conference last year in run defense. What have you seen in the spring and the summer? What should we know about how that defensive line looks heading into 2014?
I feel like those 2 guys that you mentioned were great players for us, and it's definitely a loss. But we're going to have people that are coming in that are going to be able to fill those positions. So we have Reggie, who was a redshirt guy last year, and he's a phenomenal player, tremendous work ethic, high motor. And then C.J. Johnson has come in from JUCO, and he's an awesome player as well. And we definitely have a bunch of people that can come in, so we're going to have a lot of depth, I feel like.